Hey friends, Leisha here with Rolling with the Richards, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in my dining room and I'm getting ready to freshen up my tablescape for Easter. Today I'll be using a combination of old and new items, and I can't wait to show you how everything comes together. If you are looking for a little tablescape inspiration or just a little Easter inspiration in general, keep watching. So friends, I wanted to start by showing you what all I will be using for the project today. This here is a cupcake stand that I previously owned. I've had it for several years. These are still available online, so I'll make sure to link these for you all. For my placemat setting, I will be using these burlap circular placemats with the pleated fringe. I absolutely love these. These actually came from Hobby Lobby. I bought them a couple years ago, but guys, I did see them in the store here very recently. So I'll also try to get these linked for you all too. Then I'm not sure about these just yet, but I think I probably will use these in some form or fashion in the decor. Then I've got these little bunnies here that I also got from Hobby Lobby. And to match the burlap theme, I am also going to be using these cute little bunny ears in the burlap material. And I thought it was so cool that it had the little outer fringe on the ears with a different color on it. And so just to kind of have some added interest and some visual interest there, I did go ahead and get a couple different colors. I've got some napkins here. These came from Hobby Lobby. You guys, if you saw my last centerpiece video, you would remember this piece here. I'm just reusing it in a different part of my home right now. This, guys, is so gorgeous and it's so easy to put together. It literally took me less than 10 minutes. If you want to see how I did this, go ahead and check that video out. I will try to link it for you all. And here I've got a garland. This came from Michael's. This is the same garland that I used in my fireplace video, which I think you'll also enjoy. Go back and watch that one as well. I've got these little carrots which match perfectly with the garland. So I will be incorporating this in some way or form as well too. Then I'll also be using these white plates. I've got them in two different sizes. These are plates I already had in my home. And I'm still deciding on which drinkware I want to use. I do have these gold rim glasses, which I think are beautiful. I think I had gotten these at Ross. And I don't know if I'm going to be using that yet. I think it will match really nice with the burlap, but I'll either be using this or this plain looking one right here, which I think will match with anything. And last but not least, I found these Easter flower pot plants with the burlap theme as well. I figured this might tie in really nicely with the placemats that I have, and then the bunny ears, which are also burlap for the napkin rings. I'm not quite sure though if I'm going to use these, so let's hang tight and kind of figure things out as we go. I also found this bless sign at Marshall's yesterday. I'm not quite sure if I'll use this yet, but color-wise, I figured it would match really nicely with the garland and some of the other things I will have on the table. And lastly, I have these two table runner options. I'm not quite sure which ones I'm going to go with yet. This pastel one here, I found at Hobby Lobby. Honestly, guys, it was the best one they had, but I'm not sold on it. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear and figure out which one I'm going to use. And then I also found this one here. This one, it matches nicely with the burlap I showed you before, and I think will tie into the overall theme. So I'm kind of leaning toward this one. I'm not sure yet. Let me know in the comments what you guys think might work best here. Oh my goodness, friends. I had the hardest time deciding which table runner I would be using for this project. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to go with this one. I think it matches better with the other pieces that I have. It will kind of give a little bit of contrast to the centerpiece. What I think I will do though is remove this extra layer and use this later on after spring. But I think I'll just use this base burlap color as the table runner for today's project. Let me know what you guys think. This was really hard. Decisions. So I went ahead and removed all of the chairs just to make it easier to decorate the table. And before getting started, because the table did get a little dusty over the last few months, I am going to wipe it down really well, and then we'll be ready to get started. friends, when I am doing a tablescape, the first thing that I like to do is lay my table runner. And after I've done that, the next thing that I tend to do is put my centerpiece in place. And this year, like I mentioned, I am going to be reusing a centerpiece that I made a couple weeks ago. So let's do that next. So my approach today is just going to be finishing this entire center display. And then once I'm done with that, then I'll move on to the place settings next. Okay friends, I'm almost done with the center display. I just had to make a final decision of if I would be using this piece here or this piece to kind of frame the centerpiece on the left and right side. And I decided to go with this one just because the colors of the various pastels match really nicely with the decor that I already have on the table. And as much as I do love the burlap on this piece, I just feel like this piece matches a little better. So let's go ahead and get that situated now. I am so happy with how everything is turning out so far. Almost done with this project, guys. The last thing that I'm going to do here is add the napkins, napkin rings, and drinkware to the tablescape. This year, I was absolutely over the moon when I walked into Hobby Lobby and found these napkin rings in the burlap material that I already have for my placemats. They came in a couple different colors. I decided to stick with 3 colors and just to alternate those throughout the table. So let's go ahead and get that set up next. So my method for displaying the napkins was actually relatively simple. I just folded the napkin in a square and then looped it through the center of the napkin ring about a quarter way through, and then I fanned out the front part of the napkin. And in case you'd like to see that again, I did repeat it a few times throughout the video. Okay friends, there you have it. This is what the finished product looked like. Start to finish, this tablescape probably took me about 20 minutes to put together. Although it is very simple, all of the pastel colors tied in beautifully, and I just love the way everything turned out. If you happen to be new to the tablescaping world, I hope today's video gave you just a little bit of inspiration. And remember to check the description below for the same or similar items used in the video. Friends, thank you so much for taking the time to join me for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I have several more exciting videos coming soon, and if you want to make sure that you do not miss any of those, make sure you hit that notification bell at the bottom right corner of this video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay blessed.